Hi, Jeff Camard here with another energy medicine exercise just for you. So this exercise today is called the triple warmer sedator. So what we want to do with this exercise, or why do you want to use this exercise, it's when your triple warmer meridian gets charged up too much. So let's talk about what the triple warmer does, and then we'll understand more about how it gets charged up and overdoes, and then you'll understand why we want to sedate it. So sedate it meaning like slow it down or diminish it a bit, because it tends to take over. So the triple warmer meridian is one of the body's most potent or powerful energy systems, right? It functions as a meridian as itself, and it also functions as a radiant circuit, meaning that it has the ability then to send its energy elsewhere in the body wherever it might be needed. So that's where it can be radiant and go elsewhere. Now, the triple warmer meridian then will work with your hypothalamus gland, that master gland, and that can help to regulate your breathing and as well as your heart rate, right? Your body temperature, your hormone production, as well as blood pressure. And the triple warmer meridian or triple burner or triple heater are also other names that it's often referred to in Chinese medicine. But anyway, it can govern your it governs your immune system in that it will activate your fight, flight, or freeze response, right? That is when we have a stress response, right, of any kind, your fight, flight, or freeze responses are activated. So what is that? That is sort of like your inner militia or your inner police force, right? When something goes wrong, the body has this reaction to then send resources to deal with whatever the stress or the challenge might be. Now, certainly you hear these stories about in the past, right? There was a saber-toothed tiger chasing you and you needed to either fight it or run like heck to flee, or you freeze or pretend you're dead kind of idea to protect yourself, right? So there was a hormonal response done in the body due to that. But in this more modern age, we don't have as many dire situations as such, but there are many situations where we have learned and patterns to perceive many situations as stressful, and in that, then we are releasing those hormones related with stress like cortisol, but in that we are also triggering or triggering the triple warmer to be more potent to try to keep that stress response activated and energized. And when that happens, the triple warmer is very good at pulling out energy from other energy sources in the body, like from other meridians, and taking away from how they may benefit in what they're meant to be doing and supporting the organs that they would. So this is where there's a dysfunction or a disharmony happening. So we want to sedate triple warmer when you can to bring that fight or flight response or stop it or end it. So this can be a daily exercise, or whenever you know you've experienced a stressful situation, you could certainly use the triple warmer sedator here. I do also want to mention that when you're in that stressful situation or stressful state, often the blood is shunted from your forebrain, your thinking brain, and put out into your limbs, right? So you can fight or flight or run. So there's lots of physiological changes that happen. But the big one I want to mention is that the blood from your forebrain goes, and it's very hard to make logical kind of thinking things. Your brain is in survival mode. So part of the exercise then is to help bring back blood flow into the brain, so then you can think about more logically, is this actually a danger, or am I safe here? Can I calm back down? So sedating the triple warmer meridian, we can hopefully then bring a more homeostasis and balance back to your system, and then allow you to have more potential for healing and vital energy for all of your body to use, and not let triple warmer take over. So let's look at the triple warmer as a meridian. It will start, has 23 points along the way from middle ring finger, nail bed, up to the temple. So it would start there at the nail bed, that outside or pinky side of finger, and travel down between the knuckles of the middle ring finger and little finger, and then past that bony process of your wrist, down along the forearm to the elbow, and then back behind up your tricep, up behind the shoulder, and then across your upper trapezius muscle, right? And then it'll travel up the neck to below or behind the ear. And there is a neurovascular point back there, which we're going to use in the exercise. And then it'll travel up and over the ear and comes to its end point at your temple, or where the eyebrow ends there at the 23rd point. So that's its flow. So from beginning to end, that's its natural flow. But we want to sedate it because it's pulling in too much energy through that meridian or through that river or through that flow, and it's potentially sucking energy from elsewhere. So we want to sedate it by combing it or moving it backwards, essentially, is what we're trying to do here. So then when we do that, we can flush some of that energy back out, and then hopefully it can be dispersed back out for you to use elsewhere, as I've mentioned. So there's the triple warmer from beginning to end. Now the exercise then, the triple warmer sedator, what we want to do is use our thumbs and place those to start the exercise gently in your temples. And then the tips of your fingers, you're going to rest on your forehead. You ever have a stressful situation or something you watched on a video or something, and you're like shocking, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, and you instinctively take your palms to your forehead. So those points on your forehead, there's little bumps there, eminences, roughly above the eye, about an inch above the eyebrow. You might find a little protrusion or eminence, an outcropping there in the forehead. So if you can't really find it, that's why we're going to go with multiple fingers. So you're just going to place multiple fingers, and you can line them right above the eyebrows, and there and there. So what we're doing then with the electromagnetic potential in the fingertips, we're helping to draw blood back to the forebrain, right? So when we've had this stressful situation or response, we're encouraging blood flow back to the forebrain by doing that. So we'll do several breaths there, and then you're going to trace or draw the fingers out and across, and let your fingers then replace your thumb at your temple. And you could use the middle finger, whatever finger feels best or right for you at that point. And then we're going to go up and over the ears. So you want to use, initially this is just a nice gentle hold. And then the draw or the pull out will be with some pressures if you're just smoothing the skin out, right? And then you're going to go up and over the ears with some pressure behind that. And then you want to come to this neurovascular point at the base of your skull on either side. You're going to find two hollow points in there. And in there, those neurovascular points tend to be associated with fear. So especially if you're experiencing what you deem fearful in a stress response, this will help sedate that as well a little bit. And then we'll pause in that groove. And then we're going to come down the neck where that triple warmer meridian would flow. And through there, you also have your vagus nerve, right? And so we're going to look to peacefully use a couple of fingers and massage down the neck to the top of your upper trapezius muscle. And in there, we're just looking to smooth or calm the vagus nerve, which again can overall help calm your nervous system. And then you can leave your fingers then to dig in or rest at your upper trapezius. Again, that's part of the pathway. So if you have tense spots in there, you might want to wiggle or massage or dig in and use some acupressure of your own at that point. And then you're going to pull over from behind to the front, over the upper trapezius and across your clavicles, and let your hands then overlap at your heart space center. So that's the pattern, the pathway for the exercise. So to piece it together, I'll talk it through quick, and then we'll do it once together. Now, if you need to, you may do this multiple times. If you're really tense or stressed or fearful or something like that, you may want to do this several times. Or you can also just use the exercise as a training, as a conditioning, that when you experience a stressful state and you just go through that pattern once with conditioning and practice by doing it regularly, you may reset the system really fast or really quickly by conditioning and practicing it more regularly, more effectively. The other part that's highly important is the power of your mind. So you can also envision maybe you like a cooling color. Maybe there's like a light blue ocean color that feels calming and cooling for you. And you could envision as you're tracing your fingers through that pattern that you're leaving behind this cool blue relaxing color. Or you can envision gold energy or whatever it might be coming from your fingertips through that space. Whatever else helps. So the intention of your mind has a big effect on this as well. So keep that in mind. So we would start, thumbs at the temples, fingers resting on those neurovascular points there, and just, I would say we'll do one breath in and out, 2 breaths and 3, and then we're going to go and pull to the temple, breathe in there, briefly hold the breath, and on the exhale, that's when the movement will happen on the exhalation each time, and then exhale up and over to that point in behind, Up in breath to hold, and then an exhale to massage. I like to just turn my fingers and massage down that side of the neck and the vagus nerve there. And then the 2-3 fingers digging in again, holding at the point, breath in, and then on the exhale to move. So it's the exhalation is where we're going to generate the movement. Otherwise, you're just breathing slowly in through the nose to keep the parasympathetic system active and working to your advantage. Okay? Here we go then. And posture helps too. Sitting up tall and proud so you can breathe nice and full. And setting good, tall, proud posture also puts your body in positioning where it feels confident and safe. And then also there's a helpful tip as well that can help bring the system down. So here we go. Temples in, fingers resting, and we'll do 3 slow inhales. Breath in. Again, slowly, deeply breath in. Third time, breath in. Exhale and begin the movement to the temples. Hold there, breath in. Exhale, trace up and over the ears. Finding that indentation on either side to hold pressure in there, breathing in. And exhale, massage down the neck, the vagus nerve. Fingers can dig into the upper trapezius and any pressure points you might find. Big breath in. And exhale calmly. Hands move to heart space center. You can overlap your hands in the heart space center. And then you can just take 1 or 2 more peaceful breaths there. And there you go. Now you can take that as you like. Maybe you want to spend more time in any one of those points. Maybe you start with 10 breaths. Maybe you just want to do 1 on each. Or maybe at the end you're feeling great and you want to spend 5 or 6 breaths at the heart. But there's that triple warmer sedator moving the energy backward through the meridian to help calm it back down so you can then have more vitality and more energy for the rest of the body. So there's a fantastic energy medicine exercise for you. Thanks for taking the time to join me and to be here with me in this video. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. You can follow along and keep up to date with my most recent videos as they come out. In the description below, you can find information on energy medicine sessions that I do offer, EFT, emotional freedom technique, and energy medicine sessions. They can be done in person in this space in my yurt here, and they can also be done remotely as well. So there'll be contact information there, or if you have comments, leave them in the video and I'll reply as I see them. So thanks for joining, and again, we'll see you again real soon with more energy medicine exercises. Thanks. Take care. Bye for now.